Hello, welcome to this playthrough of Elden Ring, where I will be in the co-pilot seat and Branwell will be driving. This is a lore playthrough, and in every video there will be spoilers, because this is intended as a vehicle for Branwyn to explain her theories on the lore of the setting. So if you'd rather develop your own theories without being influenced by other people's, or don't want to be surprised on some of the deep lore of the game, this is not a straight playthrough of just playing gameplay focused. This is a lore focused playthrough. So you might want to give this a pass if you want to avoid big spoilers. With that said, I hope you enjoy the video. And we're switched.
Welcome back. I am about to go fight Godric, and Thrith is here with me.
Hi, I am moral support.
We are going to summon Nefale Lu for this fight. We are going to drink, and we're going to use this door and go into the cutscene. And now for the cutscene.
Mighty dragon, thou'rt a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well, alone tarnished, playing as a lord, I command thee, kneel! I am the lord of all that is golden.
Doggos.
Mistimed.
That wind.
Wow, he's really going after Nefeli this time.
Okay.
Truest of dragons,
It's a little bit insane.
lend me thy strength.
Oh joy. Oh, I hate that. Neo 2 does that too.
I am the Lord of all that is golden. And one day, we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
And so we fell the first shard bearer. Now, interesting stuff in this.
Mm-hmm.
This dragon has feathers.
It does.
This is the only dragon or dragon corpse in the entire game that has feathers.
Really?
Yes. Guess which character in Dark Souls rides a dragon covered in feathers called the Storm King?
Oh, the Nameless King?
Correct.
Wow.
So what I'm thinking is going on, like there are two sort of dragon broods. There are the Drake style ones with the they have wings instead of front limbs.
Right. The wyvern style, as D&D players would call it.
Yes, and then the ancient dragons who have 4 limbs and wings.
Right.
I think it's possible that some of that these sorts of dragons were either the predecessors of birds and bats, or what happens when birds and bats get hit by the crucible, like the primordial energies of life. I think it's also possible. So in Dark Souls, dragons seem to be related to cats.
I mean, it's not a thing I haven't heard before. I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Realm of Fire, when they were doing the dragon design for Realm of Fire, they based it on a mix of cat, bat, and snake.
Yes. And there's a lot of lion things. We're going to fight some giant lions at one point.
Okay.
The sigil of the golden lineage is a golden lion rampant.
Okay.
Ornstein from the Dark Souls series was the Lion Knight. He was one of the guardians of Guinevere and one of the companions of the Nameless King.
Your theory about the Nameless King and Guinevere being the same keeps getting more evidence.
Yeah. If they're not the same, then they're super close.
Excuse for a lord you were. Craven to the bone. Pushing me about like that. And after all that grafting, where did that get you? Look down on me, would ya? Godfrey, you filthy slug. Feel it. Feel it. Feel my bloody wrath.
I'm suddenly reminded of a person who, after a Luska fight in City of Heroes, during it refused to join any team, and at the end of it said, "I soloed Luska."
Yes.
And we were like,
yeah,
there are 5 or 10 full teams somewhere in that age.
Yeah.
I can't remember how big a fight it was. You're the only one off there by yourself. You actually probably denied yourself extra experience for it.
Yeah, no, that's this guy.
Yeah.
Hello there. This weasel was... Godric was always looking down on me. He got what he bloody deserve thanks to you. I tell you though, what goes around comes around. He had an ugly heart, an uglier countenance, and met the ugliest of ends, eh?
So what does that mean for you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Guess what? He sells bandit gear.
Interesting. That makes sense.
The starter gear for the bandit class,
Got
if you
it.
pick them.
Okay.
Also, the buckler, which is one of the best parry items. I'm going to pick that up while we're here.
I love how you two-hand your dagger. It looks so awkward.
Yeah. So there are good reasons for two-handing. The major reason for two-handing in Elden Ring is that it's when you're one-handing and you hit a shield.
Yeah.
You get that sort of snapback animation.
Yeah. The ricochet type thing.
Yes. If you're two-handing, you don't get that.
Ah.
So it's so that when I'm fighting enemies with shields, I'm doing a little bit more damage and I'm not getting interrupted by their shield stuff.
Got it.
So we have the throne for the Lord of Stormvale, a statue of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, flanked by a bunch of these dudes, who we don't know very much about, honestly. I have some suppositions, but we'll have to get into that when we get to the DLC. And yeah, this plinth is an octagon. Yes.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because a lot of the fire stuff revolves around octagons and like 8 dots surrounding a central dot.
It's also an important thing in East Asian cultures, thanks to China. The 8 directions. There's a couple of different things. Anne would know more than I do.
Okay.
I know it's a thing from like role-playing games and such.
Yeah.
But
no,
yeah,
that makes...
And there's at least one martial art that's based on the philosophy of the 8 directions. Yeah.
That makes sense. All right, we'll talk to this ghost here. Maiden, dear maiden, where are you? Please take my grapes. Oh, Shaburi grapes. We need some of those. Hey, what are these? A yellowing, oozing eyeball of the infirm. The surface is shriveled and the inside is squishy, not unlike a large, overly ripe grape, given to the blind maiden to guide her to the distant light. See, the flame of chaos is not horrifying at all. Completely wholesome. Yep.
Oh, she's right here.
Yeah. No, funny that.
Yep.
Hey.
There's someone there. Would you donate any Shaburi grapes in your possession to me? I'm on a pilgrimage in search of the distant light. And when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel the light in the back of my eyes.
Eat up.
Many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
As you wish. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So we're continuing that quest. How much time have we got on the clock?
We're 13 minutes, so we got between 10 and 17 minutes left on this video.
Awesome. Well, let's start out by going back here because we have killed a shard bearer, which means we are a badass and everyone has to acknowledge us now.
I'm sure they will do so.
Well, we can get in this room now. This is one of the two fingers.
Oh my god. That's not horrifying at all.
Yeah. Yeah, we get the rapture emote from it.
Praise the sun.
Yeah.
Are you that new tarnished? You've done well. I am Enya, the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind to become the Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you. Well, I see. A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the creator of the champions are hewn by the Earth Tree upon their end into remembrances. They are valuable indeed. These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Do not recoil from my offer. The fingers guide us all. And you, tarnished, you are here to take, are you not?
Yeah, so we can either grab the Axe of Godric, the Grafted Dragon, or we can trade the Remembrance in for runes.
Okay.
The Grafted Dragon is a fist weapon that deals fire damage. It is actually bad. Actively bad, unfortunately. You also need two of them if you want to dual wield them, unlike most fist weapons.
Got it.
I don't use axes. This is just a strength dex axe. I don't get this ever. So usually I trade this guy's remembrance in for 30,000 runes.
Yep.
And yeah. No, axes were the golden lineage's major weapon. Because they're descended from the Highland warriors who used axes.
Got it.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not? Then I bid you welcome. As a true member of the Round Table, I am known as Gideon Ofnir. As a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord, I am accumulating knowledge. To be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant.
Sure.
You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the great runes, the shard bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir. Morgoth the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Leyndell. And Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy. You'll still be after more great runes, won't you?
So we can ask a bit about all of them, but it's not too interesting. So the thing with Gideon is that he knows a bit, but he doesn't know anything really substantial. But he's sort of trading off the fact that we're new and we need all of the crumbs of knowledge that we can possibly get.
Got it.
But here's Nepheli.
Hey.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the Round Table. Nepheli Lu. We met at Stormvale. I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godric's grafting grounds. You defeated him. You should have it. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses. Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Encher's guarding just over there. If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while. It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it.
Her father's the head of the Round Table, so I'm guessing Gideon?
Yes. Adopted father.
Got it.
So her name's Nepheli Lu. She is a descendant of... So, Hora Lu...
Hello?
Elden Lord Godfrey.
Yep.
Before he became Elden Lord Godfrey and after... before he became Elden Lord Godfrey was Hora Lu.
Okay. Oh.
This is Nepheli Lu. She is a descendant of his from after his exile.
Interesting.
So when we were cast out into the lands between Godfrey... Godfrey made more children, as you do. Roger. Roger, you're looking a bit worse for wear.
What the hell happened to you?
That seems to be spiky tendrils coming out of your legs, my friend.
We meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need? Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormvale, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it. As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore. Ah, so you've met Dee. Dee is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends. Dee was telling me that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person. And if they were like you, all the better.
So yeah, Rogier got into some trouble in Stormvale.
Yeah, it's looking like that.
Hello. I thank you. So what can I do? Are you acquainted with a man named Rogier? You know, the piteous fellow hiding away on the balcony. He was a formidable spellblade in times past. Don't let his easy air deceive you. He was wise beyond his years, stout of heart and clear of mind. No more, though. You see him now, ravaged by thorns, muttering and rambling, like he's half dead already. I can't stomach to watch. Take well the lesson, friend. That's how you end up when seduced by those who live in death. When grace is sullied, it rots people from the inside, breaks them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna have to search Stormvale for what happened to Rogier. We have a ton of
Runes.
souls.
Yep.
Oh, runes, yes.
Yep. I think after leveling up, I'd probably end the video, and I am fading, so it's probably a good place to end this session.
Understood.
Cool.
Yeah,
Faith.
let's get Faith up to 16 because we're gonna want we're gonna want to get it up for some incantations later. So yeah, we've been through a lot today.
Yeah.
Oh, how much time left on the video?
4 minutes?
Okay, so what we've got to do, we've got to go down to this cave by the beach and find Bok.
Okay.
The tailor. Remember we found him as a tree?
Yeah, and we're going to do terrible things to him. Got it.
Yeah. Well, not right now. We're going to savor that. We have to find out what happened to Rogier. We have to talk to the lady in black over here because she also knows a lot about death.
Okay.
We have to cross this long bridge to get to here to empower our great rune that we got off Godric.
Cool.
And then it will be filling out the map of Liurnia and doing bits of Caelid in order to level up our gear again.
Cool.
And grabbing stuff that we need.
Okay.
So yeah. Now we also, I forgot, but we also have another talisman slot, so I can slap that in there. The Arsenal charm we got off Nefeli Lu increases maximum equip load.
Oh, that's useful sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have stuff to be getting on with. Like there's we can find Hyetta in Liurnia and her Shiburi grapes and keep on with that bit until she gets to the place she needs to be going. And yeah, eventually it'll be either we'll be doing the Academy of Rhea Lucaria and Renala, going to see Rani, and eventually the Castle of Redan over here.
Okay.
There's also a bunch of other bits, like once we get to here, there's a big elevator here that ascends to the plateau. We'll want to come back here and do the swamp here and the town of Celia, and these sort of dragon bits up here, which will link us to where Garank is. We have skipped, like, we have not gone and done everything, and there's a bunch of little stuff for me to show you in Limgrave.
It does feel like that would be the case.
Yeah. By the way, yet another link to Dark Souls lore through names.
Yep.
Limgrave is this area here.
Right.
In Dark Souls, they reference a place called Limveld.
Okay. Limgrave, Limveld.
Yep. In the new game that's coming out, Elden Ring Night Reign, takes place in what they called, like, in interviews, they called it Limgrave, but a Limgrave that we, different from this one. Since recently, they've started calling it like Limveld.
It's even closer.
So they're doing the thing of like, yeah, we've referenced this place before. This is all in the same world, etc., etc.
Ellipsis.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I just did the dictation thing. I'm sorry. You heard me. That's what I do for a living. Yeah. Period.
Yep.
I repeat what people say and I add punctuation.
Indeed.
I apologize.
It's all right. It's very amusing. So we're putting the picture together here of stuff that's going on. I've got like Godfrey, aka Horaloo. We can talk about the god Lloyd from Dark Souls, had Lloyd's talismans that were in the shapes of swords and shields, and there's similar talismans in this game. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to be poking at, but we'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, next time, Liurnia.
Cool.
AKA probably Latria.
Maybe Latvia. No.
No. That's a real place.
Is Latvia a real place?
Oh, I don't know.
I was thinking of it as the Doctor Doom place, and I know that.
No, that's Latveria.
Latveria. Okay, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Latvia probably is a real place then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a place that sounds like that. Sorry,
I am American.
I forgive you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Thank you for putting up with me, Thrith, and me umming and ahhing and...
No, I do the same thing with you, so no worries.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll catch everyone later, next session.
Later.